We're gonna do a full disassembly of the back tire, just removing it, showing you guys how simple it is, and we're gonna start by just going over what some of these tools are gonna be. You need your zip ties, you need your tire levers, which is what we use to remove the rubber off of the rim of the tire. Next, we got wrenches. We should be able to get away with just the 10mm here for our open socket wrench. And you can always just go get yourself an adjustable wrench as well, so that you don't have to worry about having all the different sizes. Then we got our Allen wrenches, which we should only be using 3 through 8 on what we're gonna be doing here today. And of course, we need some tubes. Let's get into it. Start by loosening these, lefty-loosey, so that we can pull those apart. The zip tie here and here that we're gonna have to remove. Just be careful you don't puncture the rubber of the actual cable. Both the ends of this cable actually have ribs on it, so you know when you go to put this back in, you're gonna have the ribs facing each other on top. Set it to the side. The next part, we're actually gonna remove our brake caliper. We have our bolt here and our bolt here. My 5. Right off. You want to be careful here. Where the pads get squeezed together, if somebody were to pull on your brakes and close this, it's going to lock them up and you're going to have to deal with getting those back open. Alright, so here's our derailleur for our chain. When you push down on this, you're going to see how your chain loosens up. Push down on here, we're actually going to be able to remove our chain. So now that the chain's been taken off the crank, we are going to remove this Allen bolt. That's our 5 still. The only thing to notate with this is there's a little pin that goes through here, and there's a piece of plastic back here that it sits under like a lip. My recommendation would be to take a photo of this if you're not comfortable in the position that it's in, maybe even while it's still on the crank, but take a picture of this so that you can see the position of everything, where these pins are. Alright, so now we can remove this and we can set it to the side here. So if you see that your bolts are actually sitting more up close, that's where you're probably going to want to be positioning it when you put the bike back together. Mine are in the most furthest back position though on the bike. Alright, so we've got the 4 bolts out. We'll just slide this off, but as you can see, here is the little piece that slides right into that aluminum, so it's going to be easy to reseat this. So you have a nut that's around the stem that you have to remove completely. But before we do that, we're going to let all the air out. We're just loosening this nut up. Now it's time that we use our tire levers. Push on the sides a little bit, break that seal, and you're going to take the lip of it that sticks out, face that towards you, face it away from the rubber, stick it right in there, and then pull it out. So, as you can even hook it, that's the reason that these have hooks. You can push it down and get it to stay in place by putting it right on a spoke. Lip out, and you just start coming all the way around. Alright, so, alright, now I'm just completely removing this. You push your the valve stem out all the way off. Different edges. I'm actually just going to go through all of this and just make sure that it's cleaned up. You also want to just check the edges. Make sure you don't feel any kind of sharp edges, anything sticking out. You might hear some of the noise from the air compressor right now. Approach putting this tire together with the tube and liner here. The side that's ribbed is the side that is actually going to go down, touching the actual rubber tire. What I'm doing here is I'm actually just seating it in here without the tube to start. And just so you guys can see, it actually comes with a new valve stem and a new valve stem nut. We're going to remove the stem nut. The idea here is I'm just making sure everything's centered. We want to make sure that the 73 faces the same way that our front tire does. Always face the road. When you start lining this up, try and keep your the valve stem close to the valve stem hole. Make sure your rubber's not getting caught on the edges at all. Tire levers now. I'm just on the bottom side making sure that everything's good with the rim there. Because we're gonna actually we're gonna do this the opposite way. So watch this. I'm gonna take it and fold out. Same thing with the other one. Pull the valve stem out and get this nut tightened back in, or basically just reversing the process. It helps make sure the tube isn't moving around a whole bunch inside. This is how we want it. Hand tightening these right now. We've got our derailleur here. Make sure your chain is on all of the teeth. And this is the bolt we're screwing right in there. Alright, there we go. I felt it catch. We're going to lock this in place, tighten that down. Alright, 26.5. I'm going to take back out the bolts that we originally put back in. Our brakes and our pads. Get perfectly seated in there. Same thing, we're going to alternate as we tighten these. Alright, everything's sounding good. Stop this. We're going to get this fully tightened. Reattach our power plug. Like we said, these two knobs just perfectly push in place together when we line those up. Boom. Now let's tighten those up. Nice and snug. We want that dirt tight, watertight, all the above. Go ahead and we could zip tie this back into place. Two of our zip ties here. There's two cables there. In there like it was supposed to be.